toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll try the run. Got room to work. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Going with the ground game left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
With the catch, it's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Aller. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
Reads it, fires complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Volunteers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Allard. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, ball.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Ivy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Off play action on 1st down. Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll throw on 3rd and short. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Hudson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball in that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. There's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my 1st half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Complete to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Aguilar. Looking for the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man on the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to let it go. Snags it inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The sure hand, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. To the air, it's Aguilar. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a space. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from infield, and now the ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, it's a fumble. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Aller. Looking to scramble. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Working the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Under fire. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wideout level noise. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right on target this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points.
Ball's in the deep ball. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for the room. Touchdown, Penn State! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Might be changing the route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass, it's Aller. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Starts to scramble to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And a Nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.